What's going on, family? It's your girl Baruji Chastity, and today I'm excited to share 3 things I've learned since becoming a Reiki Master Teacher. And while I tell you this, I am going to tray up my donuts for tomorrow. So Reiki really is my first love, and it's because it's the first spiritual technique that I learned when I first began my spiritual journey. And it's really turned out to be the ultimate mind hack for me when dealing with my mental health. Make sure you stay tuned to the end of the video because I'm going to drop a bonus lesson that I've learned since becoming a Reiki Master Teacher in hopes that it really inspires you to begin your journey into Reiki, whether that's becoming a Reiki Master Teacher, a Reiki practitioner, or just doing Reiki so you can love on yourself. You feel what I'm saying? The first thing I learned from being a Reiki Master Teacher is a new way of thinking. The principle or the basis of Reiki is that dis-ease is nothing more than the mismanagement of emotions. So when I found this out, I was like, okay, whoa, wait a minute. You mean to tell me the physical discomfort I feel in my body, if I haven't physically hurt myself, it's coming from an emotional place? And Reiki says, yeah, that's exactly right. That's exactly right. And for me, the reason why this was a huge aha is because I was simply taught that life is what it was. I was just my body and I was nothing more than that. And so introducing me to the concept of okay, no, actually you're a lot more than this body, and the information that you feel within your body is meant to help you navigate this physical experience. I was really taught whatever you feel in your body is what it is. You just take it on the surface, take it or leave it, and then move around. And Reiki really teaches you that there is a deeper magic happening in your reality than just what's on the surface of things. Skill number 2 that I've learned since becoming a Reiki Master Teacher is that I need a system that helps me understand the world around me and the world within me. That's very, very important to me as a projector, because I am meant to lead, guide, and direct others. And I can't really do that if I don't have a solid system in which I'm using to take data, to take reflection, to take introspection. If I don't have a system in which to do that, my ability to lead, guide, and direct others is really coming from nothing. And so for me, Reiki really stepped in and said, hey, this is how you navigate what's going on inside of you, because whatever is going on inside of you, it's what you're experiencing in your everyday life. And that really happened through the chakra system. Reiki teaches us that we have these centers within ourselves, these little magical centers that are collecting data from our external reality, and then we interpret that data and make it mean something for our internal world. And I know for me, until Reiki came into my life, I was just out here every day, kind of just flying by the seat of my pants, okay, I guess this is life. I don't know. And so before Reiki, it's okay, no. I was able to have clear boundaries between the things that are outside of me and the things that are being created within me. Clear boundaries with being able to understand that, okay, how I feel actually generates the world that I'm experiencing. And so if I want to get better acquainted with the systems that create how I feel, it's okay, boom, I can look to the chakra system. And for me, that was really mind-blowing, because I strive to have a certain sense of control in my life because I want to feel successful. And without knowing what the chakras were, most times I had no idea what the hell was going on in life. Alright, so I'm going to tray up this last rack of donuts, and then I'm going to hit you with the third thing I learned since becoming a Reiki Master Teacher. Whew. Okay, so we winding down in the day, but let's go ahead and get into tip number 3. So number 3 is going to be that Reiki, becoming a Reiki Master Teacher, really jump-started my journey of coming out of my head and into my body, which is like top tier self-love, because I essentially internalized everything that I experienced up until Reiki. Reiki is like the spiritual technique that taught me that, like, whew, okay, wait a second, sis, it's okay. It's okay to feel. Like, I know you felt that. I know maybe you didn't like that feeling, but it's okay. I'm here with you. You're not going to spontaneously combust. You don't have to justify or rationalize your experience. You can just feel it, and you can let that be that. That's a really scary feeling. If you have been on the track of being a people pleaser, which is, I'm a recovering people pleaser. I won't lie to you, but when I first began my Reiki journey, that really shifted my neck on that one. You feel me? Because essentially what happens is, too, after you do your level 1 attunement, I had to practice Reiki for 21 days. Right? So after I do level 1 Reiki, I had to practice for 21 days of giving myself Reiki. So talk about just coming out of your head, not just letting everything live in your thoughts. Every time I gave myself Reiki during these 21 days, I peeled back a deeper and deeper layer of my chakra system, whether it was a layer that I had never seen before, a layer that I had, patched up real quick and had to come back to, whatever the case may be. Reiki really gave me the tools necessary to slow down long enough that I can stop rationalizing my experience and actually feel through my experience. And that's a really powerful nugget if you want to be in a present moment and really create a life worth living. And that's what I have been doing, or attempting to do, since becoming a Reiki Master Teacher. So boom, that was all 3 lessons that I learned since becoming a Reiki Master Teacher. And like I promised just a few minutes ago, I said if you stayed until the end, I would let you know a 4th lesson that I hope inspires you to really look into Reiki and be like, what is this talking about? What is this about? I might like this. You know what I'm saying? You might get with it. You might get with it. And so for me, the 4th lesson I want to share is that because Reiki forces me out of my head and into my body, it gives me the ultimate lesson, the ultimate jewel, which is remembering who I am. Without Reiki, I would surely forget that I am a spirit having a human experience, and that I'm not just human. It really locks in that awareness that I am much more than my body. I am much more than you see, right? That I am not this body. In fact, I am the spirit inhabiting this suit. And the more that I can remember that I am the awareness animating this suit, the less I suffer in my human experience. And so without Reiki, I did a lot of suffering because I just thought I was a regular person named Chastity. But Reiki helps me see that God, my inner child, just the wisdom that makes all of this shit run, right? Somehow you wake up every day and the sun rise and set. That's an intelligence beyond you. And so that's what we're calling God. When I remembered who I was through Reiki, it allowed me to see that I'm separate from none of this, that everybody has the ability to practice Reiki on themselves and on others. It lives within all of us. And realizing that you aren't separate, that you are part of all things and no things at the same time, really sets you free from the stress, strife, and struggle of being a human being. Because at the end of the day, it's hard and ghetto out here, and I'll be the first to admit it. I definitely feel like I come across as a disgruntled soul a lot when you really get to know me. So Reiki really helped ease all of that stress. All right, family, so that's it. I've really enjoyed being able to share 3 things that I've learned since becoming a Reiki Master Teacher, and I really hope that 4th lesson that I've learned really inspires you to check this out, to really see if it's something for you, if it's hoopla, whatever the case may be. But that's really what I want to encourage you to do, family, by having this spontaneous share, which is just look into Reiki, see if it's something for you. Until next time, I love you. Peace out.